Hi guys, we're going to be covering integration of exponential functions in this session. Let's get started. Now, if you want to integrate e of f of x dx, then when you integrate it, you would get e of f of x divided by f dash of x plus c. Now, you kind of will start seeing similarities between this and differentiation. In differentiation, you would actually differentiate the power and multiply it in the front. For integration, you differentiate the power and you divide it. So that's something that you just need to remember. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. Let's see if we can get this idea working. Here's three examples, guys. You've got integral of e to the power of 4x, integral of e to the power of 7x minus 2, and finally 2 divided by e to the power of 3x. Okay, starting on the first one. We write the function as it is, so it's e to the power of 4x, and then we divide it by the we divide it by the differentiation of the power. So see how we got 4x here? When you differentiate 4x, you get 4, so therefore you divide it by 4 if you want to integrate it. Of course, whenever you integrate anything, you got to have the plus c, which is the constant, the arbitrary constant, which we don't know if it was there or not. So, moving on to the next one. Once again, we write the function as it is, e to the power of 7x minus 2, and that's divided by the differentiation of the power. So, if we have a look, we've got 7x minus 2. If we differentiate 7x minus 2, we would get 7, therefore we divide it by 7, and once again, don't forget the plus c. Okay, next example. Now in this case, before we start, it'll be good to put the e to the power of 3x in the numerator. So you would get 2e negative 3x dx. Now once we start integrating it, we write down the function as it is. So we're going to have 2e negative 3x, and that's divided by the differentiation of the power. The power in this case is negative 3x. If we differentiate that function, we will get negative 3. And of course, don't forget the plus c. Now, guys, in integration, particularly in our externals, you can actually leave the answer at this point. But I still encourage people to simplify it further because it just strengthens your algebra skills. So if I want to go further from here, I would have it as negative 2 e negative 3x divided by 3 plus c, and of course the last step would be to bring e to the power of negative 3x back to the denominator as a positive power. So I would get negative 2 divided by 3e positive 3x plus c. Okay, now in the next slide I'll be looking at a slightly different type of integration, but let's have a look. Okay, so in this example, I want to be able to integrate e to the power of 3x plus 1 divided by e to the power of x. Now, the first step that I would do in this case is separate them as two fractions. So I would have e to the power of 3x divided by e to the power of x plus 1 divided by e to the power of x dx. Now, I can start cancelling things out a bit and making things a little bit more easier for me. So here I would get e to the power of 2x as, well, 3x take away x, 1x would be 2x. And on this side, because it's e to the power of x is in the denominator, I could bring it to the numerator and make it e to the power of negative x dx. Now I can actually start integrating it. So when I integrate e to the power of 2x, I would write the function as it is, and I would divide by the differentiation of the power. So here, the power is, well, the function is 2x. If I differentiate 2x, I get 2, plus I write e to the power of negative x as it is, and I differentiate the power or the function on top of e. So this is in the purple here. If I differentiate negative x, I get negative 1. And of course, because I'm integrating, I shouldn't forget the c. Okay, at this point again, you can leave it here. You would still be correct, but I'm going to continue simplifying further on. Now the first one, there's nothing really I can do with the first fraction. That'll just be e to the 2x divided by 2. But the next one will become minus, because of the negative 1, minus e to the power of negative x plus c. And one more line, guys. I want to bring e to the power of negative x to the denominator, which makes it 1 divided by e to the power of x plus c. Alright, that's it for integrating exponential functions. Thanks for watching.